how to get pollinated mutation in Grow a Garden Roblox. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're trying to make more money fast and grow a garden or wondering what the pollinated mutation is all about in the brand new Busy Bees update, then you've clicked on the right video. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to get the pollinated mutation in Grow a Garden when it appears, what it does, and how to use it to boost your profits by up to 3 times. That's right, 3x profit just from this one event-based mutation. So stick around because these tips will help you get the most out of every bee swarm event and make the most of your crops. What is the pollinated mutation? All right, so let's start with the basics. The pollinated mutation is a special status effect that your crops can receive during a limited time event in Grow a Garden. This mutation is triggered during the bee swarm event, and it causes affected crops to sell for 3 times their normal price. That's a huge boost, especially when you're farming high-value crops. But here's the catch. This mutation can only be applied during a very specific time window, and it happens randomly. So now the question is, how do you get it consistently? Let's dive in. When and how the bee swarm event works. The bee swarm event is the key to unlocking the pollinated mutation. It works just like the lunar event. The event occurs once every hour, and it lasts for 10 minutes. During this time, bees emerge from their hives and buzz around your garden. While flying over your crops, they randomly apply the pollinated mutation to some of your harvests. You don't need to do anything, just be in the game during the event and have crops planted. The mutation process is automatic. So your goal is to prepare your garden before the event starts so you can increase the number of crops that can be mutated when the bees come out. Tip 1. Use multi-harvest crops. Tip number 1 is to plant multi-harvest crops. These are crops that grow back automatically after you harvest them without needing to be replanted. Why is that important? Because during the bee swarm event, you want your garden to keep producing crops without wasting time replanting. Here are some of the best multi-harvest crops to use. Star fruit, found in the night seed packs. Moon melon, purchased from the blood shop. Beanstalk, available in the regular seed shop. Moon blossom, also from night seed packs. These crops give great returns, and when pollinated, they become incredibly valuable. The more you have planted, the better your chances of getting multiple pollinated fruits in a single event. Tip 2. Harvest right before the event. Next up, tip number 2 is all about timing. You should always harvest all your crops right before the bee swarm event starts. Here's why. New fruits that grow during the event have a much higher chance of receiving the pollinated mutation compared to fruits that were already ripe when the event began. So before the event starts, go through your entire garden, collect all your mature crops, and give the garden a fresh start. That way, new fruits can start growing just as the bees come out, giving you a better chance to get that mutation. You can keep track of when the event is about to begin by looking at the event timer near the queen bee NPC in the center of the map. Tip 3. Use bee pets. Now, let's talk about bee pets. These are new additions in the Busy Bees update, and they can dramatically improve your chances of getting pollinated crops, even outside the event. You can unlock bee pets using honey, which you get by feeding pollinated fruits to the worker bee NPC. With enough honey, you can visit the queen bee NPC and exchange it for bee eggs. Here are the best bee pets to help you. Bee applies the pollinated mutation every 15 seconds. Petal bee helps regrow flowers and applies mutations. Golden bee has a chance to mutate crops into gold fruits. Bear bee applies the honey glazed mutation. Simply place your bee pets in your garden and let them do the work. They automatically apply their effects to random crops, giving you passive chances of getting mutated fruits even when the event is not running. What to do with pollinated fruits? So, once you get pollinated fruits, what should you do with them? Well, you have 2 main options. Sell them directly. This gives you 3x profit, which is already amazing. Compress them into honey using the honey compressor. This allows you to collect honey, which you can trade for even better rewards like bee eggs, bee crates, and exclusive cosmetics. If you're trying to build a strong pet lineup or unlock rare cosmetics, saving pollinated fruits for honey might be the better long-term strategy. Let's do a quick recap of the best strategy to get pollinated mutations in Grow a Garden. Step 1. Plant as many multi-harvest crops as possible before the bee swarm starts. Step 2. Harvest everything right before the event to give new crops a better chance to mutate. Step 3. Use bee pets like bee, petal bee, or golden bee to apply mutations passively. Step 4. Decide whether to sell pollinated crops for cash or use them to farm honey for rare rewards. And that's everything you need to know about how to get the pollinated mutation in Grow a Garden. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more tips and updates, and let us know in the comments which bee pet is your favorite so far. We've got more Grow a Garden strategy videos on the way, including full breakdowns of each event and the best crops to grow for every stage of the game. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.